So when we're in these calls and we're on video and we've got a camera in our face, what is the best way to present ourselves? Because a lot of us, I think, are still coming to terms with the fact that we're dealing with life online and that we're having to do this and we're making videos and we're speaking live, but it's online. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about framing and lighting. So I've actually got two lights. I've got one over here and one over here. And the reason I don't put a light in front of me is because I'm wearing glasses. And if I had a light in front of me, it would shine in my glasses and you would all be blinded by my glasses. The other reason I don't like to put a light directly in front of me is because my camera's not amazingly good. So I do need quite a lot of light and it's blinding to look into the light. I don't like to do it. It's uncomfortable. Having two lights, one on each side, you can just use desk lamps. It doesn't, or a window and a lamp. It doesn't need to be complicated stuff, but it's quite nice to have a light on either side because then you're not looking into the light. You're still lit, your face is still lit, but you're not suffering from glasses glare, and also you're not having to squint into the light. So that's lighting. And then when it comes to framing, ideally, we want the lens of our camera to be eye level plus an inch. So a lot of us sit on our laptops on our lap because that's what they were made for. They're laptops. They're supposed to go on our lap. But the problem with this is it's extremely unflattering. You can see up my nose, you can see my double chin. It does not look good. And so immediately it feels more amateur and it's unpleasant. So putting it up a little higher, the putting the camera eye level plus a tiny bit, it's a more flattering angle and it's a more professional angle. The thing is, we have to pay attention if we're on video that people are used to looking at TV screens. They're accustomed to something specific. They're accustomed to landscape frames and they're accustomed to a certain type of framing because they watch TV all the time. And so we have to kind of take that into account. So a landscape frame, having the camera just a little bit above you, it's more flattering. And then the other thing is letting most of your body be seen. So if I lean into my Zoom camera a little bit too much, this is a bit much, it's like having someone shouting in your face or being a little bit too close to them as leaning in, personal space. And so we don't want to be too close to the camera. The way that I like to set up my framing is mid-sternum. So kind of underneath your, I guess, second button, it would be mid-sternum to the top of your head. And you want just a little bit of space above the top of your head. So if I'm close like this, it can be like a closed hand. An open hand might be a little bit too much space. So just a little bit of space above my head. I need enough space for my hair to breathe, and mid-sternum. So that means that I'm in the frame. You can see that I have a body. I'm not a floating head, which is kind of awkward. You can see that I have a body. It exists. It allows me to gesture. My hands will come in and out of frame, but it's not too distracting. It's not this kind of thing that's going on. And the other thing is where your eyes are. A great rule of thumb, if you're not sure and you're like, oh, I don't understand, it's so complicated, put your eyes about a third down. So if I split my screen into thirds, so it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, my eyes are 1/3 down. The eye line is here. And that's true no matter how close you are. So if I'm closer up, it changes. And if I'm further away, it changes too. So it's a great way of, no matter where you are in your frame, if your eyes are about a third down, it's perfect. If your eyes are halfway down, there's too much space above your head and people feel like they're looking down on you. And it can subconsciously create this idea that you are smaller, that you are not an authority on what you're speaking on, that people shouldn't listen to you. It's amazing, the psychological feeling of this. So we do want the eyes to be about 1/3. And if you've got like mid-sternum to top of the head, then you've got enough space to use your hands. So I just wanted to address that. Know your medium, know why you are doing what you're doing, understand how the camera works versus the stage versus YouTube versus Facebook Live, and speak to that and let yourself adjust depending on who you're speaking to and what you're speaking on.